Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, the show. It's the final day, it's Sunday. Hope everyone's keeping well out there and I hope everyone has enjoyed themselves if you've been to Grassroots football today. And if you're on the sidelines, I hope you showed loads and loads of REFspect and applauded the referees as well. I noticed I was out and about today, the Walton Kirkdale JFL league, and it seemed to be really well. It didn't stay for the later games. Obviously there's more football to be played. I've got to do my fantasy team as well. I think we all do that as well. But it was thin in the ground because there is plenty of Evertonians going to the match there, I must admit. So I hope everyone's had a brilliant day regardless of what you've done, but especially keeping our referees within the games, because the touchline behaviour looking at social media has been extreme to say the least. We're reading loads and loads of posts about verbal abuse, aggressive behaviour, and referees walking away from the game, and that is in the, I'd say, looking at the post, it's the adult league, so it shouldn't happen there either. But I've been to some adult games, and you know what, you referees out there, I'll take my hats off to you, because the amount of abuse I heard was just unreal. What can you do about that one in adults? They won't listen, as far as they're concerned. It's the end thing, and if their referee walks away from the game, are they really bothered? Talking to a few managers today as well on the adult side of things. I'd love your views on this one. I know I've got one off Kevin Moore, very positive today. Well done, Kev. Thanks very much for your feedback, and thanks for watching my shows as well on DXTL TV from the touchline. And I know I've got you as a great supporter as well. Giving me some feedback regarding referees. It's taking the sportsmanship out of the game, I suppose, or sportspersonship now, whichever way you look at it. When teams in the adult leagues are forced to offer more money than they normally would pay out towards referees. Now, we walk the touchlines 24/7 if games are on there, trying to improve the sidelines from verbal abuse, take that away, the aggressive behaviour, racist comments and bullying, and we try and put an end to it. We have a zero tolerance campaign towards it, but we're not in charge of any referees' fees whatsoever. Now, we know there's referees out there who would like the money. That's why you're in it, I suppose, as well as supporting grassroots football out. But managers, yourselves and teams, you're to blame yourselves, because some teams, we're all talking about trying to raise money to help teams survive, basically. Now, it's no good if referees are going there and someone's offering them £80, £100, which I'm hearing the stories today. You know, they're not proven, these are the stories, but I'm hearing them more and more often lately. So I'd love your feedback. Let me know if you're a manager, coach, if you've had to up your game, had to up your payments to make sure that you've got a referee, which is a good thing, I suppose, because you're desperate for referees. That's got to be a good thing in itself. It shows how important our referees are to the game. So, you know, take heed on that one, people. But what I don't like is the amount of money that these teams are offering to pay and breaking the bank, I suppose, to get a referee, maybe £80 to £100, and someone's telling me that the referee is earning £200 for one game. Come on, are we really up to that level? What happens if that was going in grassroots football? This is where I think we need to put a cap on things. This is where I'm not being a killjoy to you referees. If you can make the money, fantastic. But I think if that happens in grassroots football, we're going to have a massive problem. So someone's got to take a grip of this, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if you work in the county FAs, if you're hearing this. I'm all for referees, I really am. I've just said how important they are to the game. You can see that by the amount of money that people are offering. And is it, you know, if they've offered or paid £200 today, does that give them a right to really verbally abuse them? Because that referee wouldn't like to be found out that he just earned £200 somewhere, but people are going to talk about it. And it's just taking it a little bit more greed. You know, if you can get it, I suppose, you know, we all like to earn extra money if we can, but I think some of you referees must admit as well, is it to the extreme? Are we really pricing grassroots football out? Are we looking at grassroots football to finish it? Because we know teams out there, young teams, are struggling. We have these managers, coaches who don't get paid a penny, who are week in, week out, doing little odd jobs, trying to raise money so they can take the kids away, buy them trophies, supply them with new kits. Yes, we know that they pay subscriptions, we know that, and they're forced to put them up because their league registrations have gone up and the registration towards the county FAs have gone up. We all know things are going up, but do they have to go up? Can we do something about them? You know, if we're going to price referees out the game, or is it because there's a shortage? You know, this is where I'm baffled. We want referees, we want the professional referees in the game. We want people who care about grassroots football. We want referees who like to earn a couple of bob so they can go away on holiday, but not to the extreme. Do we need to cap it? Have we got an idea where we can go, level 7's just starting now, will be paid a certain amount by the leagues, and then give them an incentive to say, go to level 6, and yes, from 7, 6, we go down on referees levels, not up, it's down. And then so often, I love your feedback as referees, you know, I'm just trying to be constructive, I'm trying to find out ways to try and keep everyone involved in grassroots football, to keep everyone on a level pegging, basically. Well, I know not on a level pegging because, as we say, coaches are brilliant, voluntary, go there week in, week out to give the kids a game of football, but we can't be seen to be paying extreme money towards referees just so they can go and have a game, and maybe they're letting someone else down because they're getting more money on that game. It's tempting for them. So please, managers, can I ask you, please don't tempt. If you have to, go without the referee if you can't get a referee. That's all I can suggest. Why pay £200 for one referee? I'm not being a killjoy for you lads and lasses, I really aren't. But all I'm trying to do is look at the game, the big perspective, the bigger picture, looking at referees who are not turning up week in, week out. Look at referees who are turning up because they're getting extra money. They're going to certain leagues if they pay more money. Can we not have a level pegging? I'm just looking for ideas. We need to try and do something. I've got ideas. I'm working on ideas myself, but I'd like to see a cap in all the leagues paying the same to the referees, so no league's better than others, and we can't attract them because we're paying more money, or we will attract them because we're paying more money. I just need your help, your support as well, refs, and I need your support, managers, coaches out there, fixture secretaries, committees, everyone, just to try and work together, even the county FAs. What are the county FAs doing about it to stop this? We're all shouting about there's not enough referees. Maybe if teams are offering big money out there, they're all dragging them away to other games. So the levels, can we give the young referees an incentive to move to the next level by earning themselves a little bit more money in those stages? I'm not talking mega money. I'm not in the job for mega money. I just look at the bigger picture. I'm just looking at the future of grassroots football and saying, are we jeopardising it more ways than one? Or is everyone happy just to give the referees what they want? You know, if that's the case, then we carry on. I just love your thoughts. I'm not against it, I'm not for it. I just want to see a level pegging. I just want to see everyone enjoying themselves week in, week out, and especially keeping our referees and encouraging more referees to the game. I know if we all up it to £200 a game, we'd certainly have many more referees out there. And referees are going to say to me now, Mal, where's these £200 games? I know you're going to say it. I know you're going to email, message me. But I suppose it's everyone for their own on there, but I'm just trying to do something constructive in grassroots football. We don't want another problem. We don't want teams who are folding. I'm hearing stories that teams are already folding. Why is that? Why is that? Is it too much money? I'd love to hear from you if your team's folded. I'd love to hear from you if you're a referee. I'm getting messages. And I am on your side. I am the referees person. I really am. And I've been doing it for years, trying to keep more referees within the game, encourage more referees to the game. Because going by social media, it's not the amount of money that referees are walking away from the game for. It's verbal abuse, aggressive behaviour, racist comments and bullying. Thankfully, I'm not really witnessing that at the moment. We do hear overexcited parents, spectators, having a go at the referee, judging the referee on every decision they make, and we're onto it, the committees are onto it, we're onto it, and we'll report that to the county FAs, and teams have got to act on that That is the way around it. We've got to all work together, and we've got to stop the verbal abuse from the sidelines. It's simple as that. So we have a hashtag, don't bully the ref. We have our hashtag REFspect campaign. We have the PGMOL, which is the Premier Game Match Officials. If you don't know what that stands for, they're all the Premier League referees who are supporting our t-shirts, wearing them around the grounds during, well, our annual REFspect awareness weekend, which we're hoping for April next year, 2022. We've had it this year, and they look brilliant in the t-shirts. You've seen photographs of them. They're supporting grassroots referees. We need to support everyone back, and the supporting Don't Cross the Line and the work that we do as well. We're a not-for-profit organisation, which means every penny goes back into what we're doing. Podcasting here, free of charge. I've got a full-time job. I'm a support worker, senior support worker, and I look after vulnerable adults. So really, this is not a hobby. It's not a hobby. It's something that needs to be brought into grassroots football, and we want to make a difference and make the game better for the kids. Because people ask me the question, why are you supporting referees? You know, this is the question they ask. They're the targets. Referees are targets. Each week or each game they go out there because someone wants to shout and blame them for every decision that they're making today. Now, when I'm saying today it was hard, this was very, very hard, and I was with two managers today, and we watched a ball, a free kick, a shot, a youngster who hit the ball. Now, we were unsure whether the ball went in. It was hit with some pace. Now, the referee didn't give the goal. One of the kid who did strike the ball said it went in. Obviously, he had the best view from it. But from where we stood, you saw the touch line, and there was a little metal pole in the goal, and it come out, it hit it so hard, so fast, in real time. The whole of the ball's got to be across the line, and that is what we were unsure on. We did know it hit the back extension, not the very back, it's right on the side, so it's something maybe we should look into. And I'm going to measure it next time there with the ball, and just to see if it did really go all over the line, or was that ball partly on the line. But the referee didn't give it, and it came to me at half time, and it was great. He said, Mal, tell me, did that go in? And I said, we think it went in, but to be on your side, we're unsure. He said, I knew it hit something, but I wasn't too sure whether it was the post or. And I said, real time, there you go. But there's a referee unsure asking me, you know, if it went in. And even the managers and the coaches were made up with him because he didn't give the goal. You know, okay, could he give the goal? Could he awarded the goal? But they could have argued and saying that the whole of the ball didn't cross the line. I'd have been unsure. And the other line didn't moan, it was only the one youngster. So there's a situation that we need the referees for as well, you know, because many managers might just give a goal, I don't know. But it was just good to see, good to watch, and good from the coaches. Kirkdale JFL, they were brilliant. Just turned around and said, we wouldn't have been bothered if you give the goal anyway, but we were unsure. So I said, can you honestly see if that ball has crossed that line? They said, no, we're all unsure. So there you go, well done referee, and it was the right decision. You can only give what you see, we all know that. So well done to the referee, and well done to everyone at the Walton Kirkdale JFL. And I'm looking for constructive ideas as well, what we can work on, because we've got some coming up. I had some great chats today with the managers, brilliant football game, I must admit, and I saw some referees getting questioned, but that was it, getting questioned. Okay, we shouldn't do, but it happens. It's grassroots football, it's passion, and there's a difference between passion and verbal abuse, and I can tell that myself anyway. So there's no way I'm going to approach someone who's passionate about football. I could just say, tone it down a little bit, and don't really have a go at the referee. That's the best way to do it. And we know what it is. Merseyside is mad on football, like many grassroots teams and leagues across the country. And you're all getting it each time we're talking about this now. So I'd like to see on social media later what it's been like across the country, because people are putting messages up now and letting us know. We know verbal abuse and aggressive behaviour has not gone away, but we're trying our very, very best to be constructive and do something about it and end it, and also encourage more referees towards the game, and let's make it a better level playing surface all around. What more could we ask for? That's all we're trying to do. So we'd love your feedback. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And we had loads of referees there today. Plenty of other referees hadn't seen their faces. Some referees missing. So it's chopping and changing. And it was nice to see Bob with Dave and a little chat from the two leagues as well, getting together, getting to know each other and swapping ideas, I suppose. And that's the way to do it as well. Keep committees working together That's fantastic. Why can't all leagues everywhere work together? I think we should do, and we want to be part of that because we want to work with every league right across the country. That's what we're doing. We're promoting good sportsmanship and good sports personship because there's now a lot of females in mixed teams now, so you can't say sportsmanship, can you? So we have to change it to sports personship, just to be fair. Gonna have a sip of my tea. I haven't shut up for a good 10 minutes. But I hope I'm making interest, I'm giving you ideas and giving you thoughts, food for thought, that we can all work together and work something out with the referees as well. Now, I'm not sure about the courses. We're talking about referees registering. How many referees have not registered out there who are still refereeing? What's the problem with that one? The whole game system, I'm hearing disputes all over the country about that one. People can't get on it. Or is it a big excuse? I don't know. Only the FA can answer that one. So we need the feedback of county FAs on that. If they say there's nothing wrong with it, and then we're hearing excuses, I'm not registered, I've been trying for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I can't get on the whole game system. I hear a lot of that just by walking around. Managers complaining, referees complaining, everyone talking about that. It's a nightmare, and I agree. There's nothing worse than trying to get on a website and trying to put all your details in that it just is having none of it. I can't stand it on other things. Home insurance, car insurance, everything seems to be online now, and it really does annoy us all, I must admit. So maybe there is a big problem on that one. This is why many referees out there aren't registered. And who's telling me this? These are fellow referees, not me surmising that and asking them and telling them. These are people who are saying who's registered, who's not registered. So what's it like in your area? Let me know. As the leagues are supposed to stop that, but are they so desperate that they turn a blind eye and letting all these referees referee? And the same goes for coaches as well. Safeguard and DBS checks because of all COVID, have the county FA really opened themselves a can of worms? Has everything stopped? And we've got people on touchlines who are not DBS checked, not safeguarded, and is it a danger to all our children out there? It could be, so we all need to monitor that situation. And I was talking to a manager as well today saying they've had problems with the whole game system. They've got managers who are still waiting to the DBS check, but they're not safeguarded, and they want to try and get on there, but they can't get on and do things. So feedback please for county FAs, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. We're trying to make a really good get together in grassroots football. Make sure that everything's working. Make sure that everyone is singing off the same song sheet and everyone's happy. When we go to grassroots football, everyone's registered, everyone's DBS checked, everyone's safeguarded. The people who matter, the people who are running the teams on grassroots football, they're the people that we need to be checked. I'm DBS checked, I'm safeguarded, I've got a load of courses, I do them all the time on the FA website. I can do them, but if there's a lot to go through, maybe that's where it's crashing, I'm not too sure. But we're trying to make sure that we've got everything in order as much as we possibly can. I might be due my DBS check again now, so I'll have to check up on that one. I think we've got about 2 months left on it anyway, so I'll renew it. Got to wait at the time to renew, but I'm not running a team, I'm not involved in any teams, I'm not involved in any sporting activities, I'm just walking around doing my job. So really, do I really need one? Good practice. That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I've got them and everyone can see where I am, what I'm doing and who I am. And I'm just going to show me my ID card, but it's in the back. Now we're getting a lot of people interested in the ID cards as well, because I have the QR code on the back of them, and they're all having problems with their mobiles, so they want to order them, and they also want to order them for their managers and for the coaches as well, because it's good practice to know that the parents can go to them with their ID cards, look at them, see the photograph, knowing that they're part of the club, because that is a big problem in itself. If no one is safeguarded, the cards will tell you. So, well worth getting in touch with myself. Again, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Now, if I've not covered anything, then you can send me a message. But as I say, I've had a great weekend at grassroots football. Fantastic to turn up and talk to a lot of referees. No shortage of games there, I must admit. I've enjoyed the Premier League. I've enjoyed immensely Mohamed Salah's goal, the whole country must be raving about that too. Near exactly the same. Watford, Man City, oh my God, that man is, since he's come in, I think he is the cream of the cream, isn't he? I love him, and even you Evertonians out there must be going, what a player you've got. Now, we were wrote off at the start of the season about us winning the league. I didn't. I turned around and said, this is going to come back to bite those punters who have not even put us in the top 4. Who are you? Are they all changing their minds now? What sort of punters are you? Come on, get the facts right. Don't start changing your mind. It's like changing your colours, but you're used to it, aren't you? Because if there's more money to another team, you're going there. That's what you professional footballers do. So, we're always used to you changing your minds anyway. Okay, there we go. I've rabbited on quite a bit for this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed every moment of it. I hope you still enjoyed it. Hope the sunshine was starting to come out next week. Keeps it a little bit warmer and we don't have all this snow and ice coming. I've cursed it, haven't I? There we go, maybe we do. So enjoy whatever you're doing today for the rest of the day. Enjoy the Premier League. I hope your team's done well for you and all my team's done well for me, and I'm happy. So in the meantime, thank you very much for tuning into the Grassroots Weekender show. We'll be back again tomorrow evening. No, we won't. We'll be back again Friday evening at 7 p.m. with young commentators, 1 or 2. They've been getting in touch with me, want to come back on the show, and it's half term. So let's see if that takes place. In the meantime, we'll see you on Friday at 7 p.m. Myself, Malday and all the team here at the Grassroots Show. Don't cross the line. REFspect campaign. Hashtag don't bully the ref. Have a great evening. Put your feet up, relax, go and have a drink and watch a movie. And we'll see you on Friday. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.